What's up, guys? This is Bubble Fox, and this is my first episode of my Epicor 2 walkthrough. So I'm gonna start a new game, and I'm skipping this because this is just a prologue, and we're not gonna read that. The first thing I'm gonna start off with is explaining a little bit about what Epicor is, in case you don't really know. Epicor 2, and I guess basically all the Epicor games, are strategy defense type games and war in general. And basically what you do is you have your own base on the left and the other base for the enemy's team on the right, and pretty much all you have to do is just destroy their base. It's pretty fun, and we're just gonna jump right into it. So we have to start off with mankind, like it said earlier, because we don't have anyone else unlocked. So that was just a story, and I'm gonna skip that because there isn't really much to it. And that little thing that I X'd out was just showing you how to use this arrow tower right here, but I'm gonna explain that myself. So this is your arrow tower, and to fire it you press A. So if you tap, like I just pressed it once and it fired 2 arrows. And you can upgrade it later to shoot more arrows, but right now we're just only have 2. And if you hold A, then it will keep firing arrows constantly. But another trick is if you press the 0 key, it will auto fire. So I'm not even pressing any buttons right now. I just press the 0, so it will shoot forever. And so yeah, we can scroll. This is our base. We can scroll by just looking over to the right, like this with my mouse, and scroll back by doing the same. And as you can see, my arrow tower those are enemy units because they're coming from this enemy base, and they're going towards my base because all they have to do to win is destroy my base. And there's my base health, and there's their base health. So I have to buy units that go over here and destroy their base. Right now, this arrow tower only shoots right there, but you can actually adjust where it shoots by pressing your arrow keys up and down. So if I like go down, then it can go like all the way back here, and if you press up, then it will fire far. You can get it to fire a pretty good distance. It will fire about, if you get it angled correctly, it'll shoot about right where it's shooting right now, is about as far as you can get the arrows to go. So yeah, this blue bar right here is your mana, and to buy your units you use this mana, so you want to get mana. I will explain all of this stuff in future episodes whenever we use it, but right now I'm just gonna stick to the basics of what we have. And so yeah, I'm just gonna let my arrows keep shooting, so that way these enemies get destroyed without me having to do anything. So yeah, this unit right here is the only unit I have unlocked right now, because this is the first level, and it costs 30 mana. It will say in this little box of info, it costs 30 mana, and it says like all the stats about that unit. And so I'm just gonna click on them to buy it, and you see my mana went down a little bit, and this unit will go towards their base over here, and we'll attack it. It'll just keep going that direction and attack anything in its way until it dies. And so yeah, in this mana right now, you can only have a maximum of 200, but to upgrade your mana, you can get a bigger maximum mana. You click the purple arrow right here, and you'll see now the maximum is 260. And yeah, the cost of this depends on how much maximum mana you have. So it's half. It costs half of your total mana. So right now I have a maximum of 260. So to upgrade this, it costs 130 mana. And so now I have 338. So it will cost half of that to buy it, to upgrade it again. And it upgrades it. The amount that it upgrades it, says right here, it boosts the max by 30%. And so pretty much every time you play, you want to upgrade your mana, because you can't be playing later levels and having little tiny amounts of mana, because it just gets too crazy. And so yeah, you get a tiny bit of mana, like you get mana for every unit you kill, but with these units, they're very weak, so you don't get very much mana, not even enough to notice. But later in the game, when you fight like bosses and stuff like that, then it will give you'll be able to notice the amount of mana that goes up at one time. So right now, I'm just saving up my mana while this arrow tower attacks. This arrow tower is actually very important to winning, if you didn't have this, then you would lose pretty easily, because they can buy units a lot faster than we can. I don't know, I guess they just have unlimited mana or something, but it just has like a, I don't even know. But yeah, they don't have an arrow tower, which is a good thing. They never do, but we always have an arrow tower. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade my mana one more time, and now it has a maximum of 570. Oh, also, the more maximum mana you have, the faster your mana will load, but it won't load that much faster. But once you get into having like thousands of mana, the maximum mana you can get in this game is 9,999. But once you get a whole bunch of mana like that, it will start loading a whole lot quicker. But it actually won't seem like it's loading that quickly because the max is so much bigger. But the numbers will actually go up a whole lot more than they do now. Like right now, it only goes up like 3 to 5 every time, but later it'll go up like 100 per second. Okay. Well, maybe not 100 per second, probably more like 20 per second. Okay, so yeah, my mana is really high right now. It's at 500. It's almost at the max, so I'm gonna start buying a whole bunch of these units. And that is the only way I can win right now, is just by using a whole bunch of these units right here, because those are the only units I have unlocked. And so yeah, as you can see, I have a whole lot of units that are going towards their base. I'm probably going to win with those, but I'm just going to keep buying them as my mana gets full again. I'm just going to let it load again, so that way I can buy a whole bunch more at a time. And so if I defeat these enemies right here with my arrow tower, then these my human soldiers will be able to get to their base easier. You see the archers shooting at those guys. Yeah, in the beginning of the game, like now, I'm gonna be explaining a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm pretty much gonna be explaining like non-stop, but maybe not non-stop, but I'm gonna be explaining a lot. In case you have no idea how to play this game, this will help you learn how to play and go through the entire game. Okay, so you see all these guys, they're already at their base, and they're gonna start slicing their base down, and so yeah, I'm already like almost winning. Look at the base health going down. That's pretty awesome. I won pretty easily. And yeah, so that was beating the first level. It was pretty easy. Whenever you beat a level, you get experience right here, and in the next episode I'm gonna show you what to do with that experience. We can use it to buy more units. So you just return to the world map and save, and that's all. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this at all, I mean, this is the first episode, so there probably won't be very many questions because I'm going to explain a lot more stuff in later episodes. But yeah, if you do have any questions or just want to leave a comment, then go ahead and do that and I'll answer it or comment back to you. Thanks for watching.